So almost 2 years ago now, the Doctor Who 60th specials were released to the public. I had a one-time viewing experience, decided that I liked them, and then moved on. Just to be clear, I'm yet to watch them again. So I decided to go back and watch them, and then come back here and review them for you lot. On to the Giggle. I'm going to give you a little rundown of the episode, and then I'll do my bits afterwards. We open in Soho, 1925, and a man enters a toy shop where he's joined by Barney from How I Met Your Mother. Barney is selling all the toys in the shop to this man, however he declines as there's only one toy that he wants. Stooky Bill. The man then says the most depressing line I've ever heard.
Born in Cheltenham.
And it turns out that this man is an assistant of Yogi Bear, who wants Stooky Bill to be the first thing on telly. Stooky catches fire and starts laughing, but he's rudely cut off by the title sequence. We're back to present day now, and we find out that the world has gone mad. There's chaos in the streets, cars are blowing up, everyone's crazy. This man then reveals to the Doctor that 2 days ago, everyone started thinking that they're right, and they started being so stubborn, and their human instincts came out. The Doctor and Donna then get picked up by Unit, and Donna orders that Wilf gets home safely. The Doctor and Donna are then taken to Unit. Kate and the Doctor reunite. Mel and the Doctor reunite. And every single human on Earth thinks that they're right. Ooh, that rhymes. Everyone's going mad, including the government. We also find out that if you've had a long time travel in the TARDIS, then it doesn't really affect you either. That's why Mel and Donna and Wilf weren't affected by it. We meet the Vlinks, who tells us that he's made an invention to stop people thinking that they're right, which is how all of the Unit people are fine. Anyway, the Vlinks has made this invention which stops you thinking that you're right all the time, going back to normal. They demonstrate that this can happen to everyone by turning it off on Kate. Kate then throws insults at Mel, Donna, Shirley, the lot, everyone. They finally pin her down and put it back on her, and Kate apologises for how she's treated everybody. Oh look, Trinity Wells is back, and she's an anti-vaxxer now. Units are receiving a signal, but they cannot figure out what it means. But Donna learns that the signal has peaks, and the peaks translate to music. It's an arpeggio, and it goes like this. La 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 la. God, what am I doing? All of the humans react weirdly to this tune, and it's then revealed that it's not a tune, it's a giggle from Stooky Bill. Remember the puppet that was in the first scene? He was the first thing on TV. Apparently he's been hiding in every screen since, and that's how all the humans know this tune. So the giggle is controlling humans and making them go haywire. Stooky Bill is just the puppet, but who's the puppeteer? The Doctor tells Unit to shoot down the satellite with this massive beam. The Doctor then finds the exact date that the broadcast was made, so him and Donna go back. They enter the shop where Stooky Bill was purchased and come face to face with Mr. Patrick Harris, and the Doctor realises who he is, and orders Donna to go back to the TARDIS. It's then revealed that Barney from Him Yam is actually just the Celestial Toymaker, which is a big reveal because the Celestial Toymaker's not been in Doctor Who for decades. He then goes and hides, so the pair have to go and find him. The Doctor explains to Donna who the Toymaker is and how he beat him last time, but now it's really low chances. Donna then says, oh, the dice doesn't know what the dice did last time. That's what my dad used to say. It's quite a nice moment. The Doctor then claims that it's his fault that the Toymaker has got into this dimension because he sprinkled the salt at the edge of the universe. Okay, I get it now. Again, I must have just missed this on my first watch through. The pair get separated and the Doctor finds a man tied up to the wall who has been turned into a puppet. Donna walks into a room and finds a minuscule talking doll who goes by the name of Stooky Sue. She's upset because her husband got taken off her husband, Stooky Bill. Then Donna gets attacked by the Stooky Babbies, but Donna beats the flip out of them. They reunite and the Toymaker taunts the Doctor about all his companions after Donna and how they died. The Doctor then challenges the Toymaker to a game of cards, where the Toymaker reveals that the Master lost the game recently and is now preserved in his tooth. The Doctor picks the lower card, which means he's lost, but now it's 1-1. As the Doctor won all those years ago, it's now 1-1, because the Toymaker's won now. It's 1-1. The Toymaker says that the final game will be in 2023, and then his shop closes up and disappears. We're back in the present now, and the beam is shot up and destroys the satellite. The Doctor explains the latest goss to Unit, but then the Toymaker shows up and shows off with an incredible performance of Spice Up Your Life. Unit tries to shoot at him, but their bullets are turned into balloons. The Toymaker then gets in the massive laser beam where him and the Doctor fight it out in one last game. But the Doctor makes an offer to the Toymaker. He offers that the Toymaker can come with him. Think of all the good he could do. They could go out in the universe together. But the Toymaker politely declines, shooting 14 as he wants to play a game with a different faced Doctor. So Mr. Tennant starts to regenerate. However, he's interrupted and tells Mel and Donna to pull, where the 15th Doctor then just plops out of him and they split into two persons. This is because of bi-generation. On a very rare occasion, a Time Lord will split into two bodies instead of just regenerating normally. Both the Doctors challenge the Toymaker to one last game of catch, and because there's 2 of them, they win. The Doctor then banishes the Toymaker from existence forever. The 14th Doctor is upset about all the dead people, but 15 confronts him as he's already lived out the rest of 14's life, and they walk off into the distance all happy. But then someone's hand comes in and steals the tooth that the Master is trapped in. Ncuti and David talk about Adric and Sarah Jane and Rose, and we, the audience, start bawling our eyes out. The Doctor and Donna talk, and Donna tells the Doctor that he needs to slow down and retire and live a normal life. The Doctor says, yeah, okay, but he cannot let the TARDIS go. He says it would be too difficult. So they get a mallet and whack the TARDIS, and it duplicates because... Well, I don't really know why, but it just does. 15 flies off and they salute each other. The 14th Doctor is now sat with Donna's family, and Mel shows up, and they all have a nice catch-up and a gossip like a real family. The Doctor then says that he's never been so happy in his life, and then roll credits. Absolute cinema. Okay then, that brings us to the final watch-through of the series. I must say, I really love this episode, and it is definitely my favourite out of the 3 specials. I think that Stucky Bill is really creepy, and it brings back the sort of vibes from when you're younger. You know, when I was younger, I saw episodes like The Empty Child, I saw episodes like Blink, I saw episodes like the Cybermen Age of Steel, whatever the blood clot is called. Episodes like that made me want to hide behind my sofa, they made me want to get tucked into bed, they made me want to never be in a dark room ever, and I can see Stucky Bill definitely replicating that. If I was 7 years old still and I saw Stucky Bill, I'm crying my eyes out in fear. Something really clever that I think Russell did here as well is when Kate gets the sort of jab taken out of her. It's not a jab, but I like to call it a jab. The sort of bracelet that goes here that gets taken off of her, and she starts thinking, like all the other humans that have been possessed, she starts thinking she's right. She hails insults at Shirley, saying things like, I know you're not really a wheelchair user, I've seen you walk. Now, for those of you that don't know, and I don't really know the full details, the actor who plays Shirley is in a real wheelchair in real life. However, she's not dependent on a wheelchair. Okay, she is. I'm trying to phrase this in a way that I'm still trying to learn myself. She needs a wheelchair because for some reasons, and I don't know why, I should have done some more research, she can stand up and walk for a bit, but she needs a wheelchair as well. So Kate saying this isn't a lie. She's not making it up. She's not saying, I've seen you walk just as a thing. She's saying it because she has seen Shirley walk. And I think this is a clever play from Russell T Davies because a lot of people were saying that about the character of Shirley when she was announced to be part of the new lineup. There are a lot of memes and trolls online of people saying nasty things like what Kate was saying, and I think it was a very early prediction from Russell, thinking that people would say these sort of things, and that's why he's now said it in the script in a way to make us look at Kate who said it and think, Kate, why have you said that? That's really wrong. I think it's really clever from the RTD, I really do. I also really like how they made Donna notice the peaks, so you know the bit where it's like la 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 la. Donna figured that out. It wasn't the Doctor, it wasn't some high-tech person at UNIT, it was Donna. And I really like how they get the companions involved, as well as it just being like a Doctor know-it-all fest like the 13th Doctor was. If you've seen this video the whole way through, you know I hate the 13th Doctor. I hate her. I hate her so much. There's not a likeable thing about that character. I hate her. Anyway, moving on. David Tennant does a little bit of a telling off in this episode to the humans, saying that, you know, it's not just Stucky Bill that's making you act up this way, it's because that's how humans are on the inside. Without the perception filters, without having a barrier of things you can and can't say in your head. That's how humans act. And it was said in a very clever way that makes you sort of stop and think and go, yeah, you're right. Rather than the 13th Doctor telling us off because we're polluting the planet. Again, I hate her. I hate her. I like the pure fear and anger on Tennant's face when he realises that Neil Patrick Harris is the Toymaker. He's so scared inside and angry that he tells Donna to go back to the TARDIS, which is something he's never done in this way before. Sure, in the Sontaran stratagem, he sends her away because she wants to go away. Sure, but this is out of his own fear for the planet, the people, and himself and his friends. It's really heroic, but obviously Donna being Donna doesn't, and she stays. Speaking of Neil Patrick Harris, I think he was great at the Toymaker. He captured everything about the character that makes him so feared. From the accents to the personality, and just the way he says things is terrifying, and it makes really great telly. Okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the salt. I've had beef with this salt now since Wild Blue Yonder. I have no idea what it's about. Now I watch this episode, I don't know what happened the first time I watched this episode for the first time. It's so obvious that the salt is what let the toy maker in, but for some reason I missed that. So I've been thinking that everyone at Who Culture's mental because they've been talking about this salt, and I'm like, mate, he's just sprinkled some salt on a spaceship, it's not that deep. But it is that deep. It is that deep, and it's so clever from Russell. It's so clever. It's a really unique plot that I've never seen been done on any other TV show. Granted, I don't watch many TV shows, but this seems so unique, even for Doctor Who. It is incredible. Incredible. I also really like how we get to see the 15th Doctor before his first episode. Obviously, this is a brand new era for Doctor Who, and there's many people, including myself, who took a big break from Doctor Who during Jodie's era. Again, I hate her. Who came back for the 60th specials, who I'm now still watching because I fell in love with Ncuti in the Giggle. I think it's really important to give us a little tease of what the character's like before their first episode. So take a post-regeneration scene, like, for example, when Matt Smith regenerates into Peter Capaldi. The Capaldi we see in that 20 seconds after the regeneration and before the closing credits gives us a big taste into what the Doctor is like in Series 8. When Christopher Eccleston regenerates into David Tennant, we get that 10 seconds of what David Tennant's going to be like in the Christmas Invasion. David Tennant regenerates into Matt Smith. We see Matt Smith being all like jolly, happy, or mental, and that's what he's like very much as the Doctor. So on, so forth. And I think it's great that we've now had an extended version of that, because Ncuti's in the final 10-15 minutes of the episode. We get to know a lot about his character and what he's like as a Doctor. We get to see he's very fun and energetic and happy, but he's also very caring. And as someone who's watched season 1 and loves it, that is very much Ncuti's character. Very clever, and I'm very, very happy we got it. My final thing that I want to mention that actually really made me tear up in the final scene is Mel. Melanie Bush. Shame about the last name. But Mel's great, and in the start, near the start of the episode when Mel reunites with the Doctor for the first time, she mentions how all her family is still gone. It's a bit of lore, look it up. All her family is still gone, and she's on her own, basically. And then in the final scene, we see a garden party with the nobles and the Doctor, and then Mel shows up. And that touches my heart anyway, because I think Mel had no one, and now she's got this family. But it's then confirmed by Sylvia telling Mel she's part of the family. Mel enters the house without knocking because the door was unlocked, and, you know, she's a bit late. And yeah, Mel said, "Oh, I hope you don't mind, I've just walked in." And Sylvia goes, "No, it's fine, you're part of the family." And that to me is so touching. It like, whatever, Sam, yeah, whatever, mate. But it makes you feel it there. You feel it because Mel had no one, and now she's part of this great family with the Doctor and Donna. It's really beautiful. It really is. And it's a big, you can relate that to your real life. You know, there are people out there who don't have a family, don't have many friends. It's proof that that's not it. You don't just give up. You'll always have someone. You've just got to find them. And that's the tough bit. But Mel's found her people. And I'm really happy for her. Overall, the Giggle, definitely my favourite out of the 3. And I'm going to rate it a 4.8 out of 5. Which I think is really, really good. That's really, really high. The highest by far. They've definitely gone in ascending order for me. So, like, the Star Beast being the worst, Wild Blue Yonder being the better than that, and then the Giggle being the best overall. But I think the only thing that could have made the Giggle a bit better is just the rushed story. It's not rushed fully, but it's very much we need to get through this because it's an hour. Maybe if it was an hour and a half, there'd be more time to adapt on certain bits, but that's just nitpicking. I really love the episode, and I'm really glad I rewatched it again. So that's it then. That's the 60th specials covered by me. Done. I've had a blast making this series, or if you're watching this in one full video, I've had a blast making this video. I've really wanted to play on these video essays for a long time, but I've just never had the drive to do it, until one day I woke up and went, I'm going to do it. And I'm really glad I have, but I've really, really overworked myself in the past 5 days. So if you wouldn't mind dropping a like and subscribing and with the notification bell on, if you're interested in content like this, alongside top 5s, reviews, rankings, theories, all sorts of stuff to do with Doctor Who, please do subscribe because it would mean the absolute world to me. We're growing at such a fast rate, and I'm so glad to have you all by my side. In the meantime, why not watch another video from my channel? Head onto the channel now, I've got loads of them. Or don't if you don't want to, because that's fine as well. Have a nice rest of your day, and I've been Sam from Cybus Industries, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.